Alright, Shalom. First off, give all praise to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Makarkadash, the honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS, salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring, and truth and sincerity in the women and children who follow. So, I was just going through some things, um, and the scriptures actually they comforted me, and they really helped me in my situation. So I figured I'd just do this lesson because I know it would, help another brother that's going through maybe not the same thing I'm going through, but along that subject line. So I'm gonna get right into it. It says this is 1 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 29. It says, "But this I say, brethren, the time is short; it remaineth, that both they that have wives be as though they had none." All right, so that's plain. The time is short. We are at the end of this thing. Okay, prophecies are coming to pass daily. Okay, you got the people at the border coming in. You got earthquakes in diverse places. You got civil unrest in fucking France. You got Jake's getting killed. Oh shit. You got Jace getting killed left and right. Here in America, fucking just chaos breaking out around the planet. South America and Venezuela, all types of stuff. They continually to push this RFID chip. So we are at the end of this. So that's why it says, the time is short. Oh, it's lucky something's wrong with the phone. Bear with me. But that's why I said that the time is short, because the time is short. Even closer than what we believe. And it says that both they that have wives be as though they had none. So one thing that's difficult for a lot of brothers, you know what I'm saying? Maybe not even difficult, just it's a constant in this truth is dealing with women. Whether you're dealing with somebody that you've been with, that you just got with, or you're trying to get with, or whatever situation, you know what I'm saying? It's always it's a constant, because we all men here. That's the inside joke. But we, like I said, man, we all men. We all want to deal with women, whether we dealing with one or two or whatever, you know what I'm saying? If you're dealing with a woman that you've been with or you just got with, we all dealing with women. So we need to be able to operate within the spirit while dealing with these women. That's why it says that both they that have wives be as though they had none. Because at the end of the day, we have a job to do. Okay? And you can't let a woman, whether you've been with them for a year, a month, 2 years, 2 days, whatever, you can't let a woman cloud your judgment or interfere with how this truth works. Okay? Because it's truth above all. You gotta, consider Yahweh Shem Yahushai above everything. And then, it breaks down from there. So that's why it says, though they that have wives be as though they had none. Because you got to put this truth over your wife, man. You got to do this work. You got to go on the highways. You got to do these lessons. You got to read. You got to study. You got to be apt to teach. And then and it's going to get into it, so I'm not going to jump the gun. Verse 30 says, "And they that weep as though they wept not, and they that rejoice as they rejoice not." Because, whether when you with a woman, you know what I'm saying, you going to have ups and downs, you're going to cry tears of joy, you're going to cry tears of sorrow, Even if you rejoicing, it might be a anniversary or you having a good time with your woman or this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, I'm saying all this is gonna be fucking Jacob's trouble. It's gonna be fucking peril at every fucking turn. Chip, martial law, fucking cannibals, famine, you know, goddamn, just utter chaos out here. Okay, all that's coming soon. All right, so you got to be in the spirit. Okay, it says, "And they that buy as though they possess not." Okay, you got to almost reprogram yourself. Okay, me and the brothers, we was talking about this the other day. It's like almost like living a double life. It's like because you in the world, but you're not of the world. When we get together, what I'm saying, that's our world. That's our cosmos. When you with the Akim, but when you go out into the, when you at your job or when you with your family or your woman or whatnot, you're not that exactly. Not to say that you're not that same person. You should always be you, but you a different side of you. You're a different part of you. Which can be dangerous because you gonna want for the flesh, and which is gonna get into. Okay, it says verse 31, and they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. All right, so like I said, we're in the world, but we're not of the world. Okay, and they that use this world not as abusing it. Okay, because in this world, if you abuse its ways, then you going off. Because this world allows you to do anything you want. It doesn't. You don't have to stick within the guidelines, within the scriptures, within the law, statutes, and commandments. You can do pretty much any wicked thing you want and be accepted. Okay, so the fashion of this world passeth away. How's it going to pass away? Because our kingdom is coming. America's going down. Babylon the Great, this land of confusion, is going down. All right, so all this is going to be, a flash in the pan. It's going to disappear. Verse 32. But I would have you without carefulness that he that is unmarried care for the things that belong to the Lord, how he may please the Lord. Okay, this is important because if you don't have a wife, if you don't have, these all these distractions, your kids and whatnot, then you can be in the spirit more. You can do more lessons. You can do more studying. All of the important things that one would need to be successful in its truth. But when you go back up, it tells you, man. Let me go back up real quick. Let me see. Bear with me for a second. All right, here we are. So this is 1 Corinthians chapter 7. I'm going to start at verse 7. It says, "For I would that all men were even as I myself, but every man have his proper gift of the Most High, one after this manner, and another after that. I say, therefore, to the unmarried and to the widows, it is good for them if they abide even as I." Now, Paul was a eunuch. Okay, so he didn't have sex. He didn't have these fleshly urges that a regular man would get, so to speak, or he didn't exercise them, should I say? He didn't act upon them. It says, but if they cannot contain, let them marry, for it is better to marry than burn. Okay, so that's the point that I wanted to get. Basically, it's difficult, not having a woman. You're saying you would want to, get a woman because that's, like I said, we all men. You're gonna want to get your rocks off. You're gonna want to have that companion or whatnot. So That's just what it is. But you got to be smart, man, because we got a job to do. All right, this is what we're here for. Like you said, let me, it's like, yeah, let me. It was a beautiful way that they put it, man. Scripture is beautiful. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 23. It says, "Ye are bought with a price. Be not servants of men." All right, let me jump it up. Let me go to 22. It says, matter of fact, let me go to 21. Art thou called being a servant? Care not for it, but if thou mayest be made free, use it rather. For he that is called in the Lord, being a servant, is the Lord's free man. All right, likewise also he that is called being free is Hamashiach's servant. Ye are bought with the price. Be not ye the servants of men. All right, that being bought with a price is, we belong to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay, we are his anointed. We are his saints. We are his elect. So with great power comes great responsibility. You got to do this work. That comes first. Before your household, before your mama, your daughter, your wife. Doesn't matter your job, your side hustle, your business, whatever it is you got going. This truth is number one. So keep that in your forefront of your mind at all times. That this truth and the Akim come before any and everything, and get counsel. Don't just go off, willy nilly because it's something that you wanted to do, or the scriptures tell you to get counsel before everything, and they tell you that for a reason, man. And take heed to the counsel. Don't just, all right, well, I know I'm supposed to take counsel, but this is what I really want to do, so I'm just going to do it. Take it in consideration, because a brother's not going to lead you down the wrong path. He's going to give you a scriptural answer. He's supposed to give you a scriptural answer and justify things, man. That's why you go to the wise men. That's why the Lord put them up in their place, so that it can be ordered, so that everything can be established. Okay, verse 32, it says, it's like you. But I will have you without carefulness, that he that is unmarried cares for the things that belong to the Lord, how he may please the Lord, right? How doing the lessons and whatnot, doing the work. But he that is married cares for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife. That's right. So when you do get a woman, like I said, you teetering on that edge now, because you got to do things carnally that you might not do. But like I said, it's not that it's a different you. It's just it's a different version of you that you are when you're around worldly people. Not to say that you're not a man of the Lord, or that you can't be a man of the Lord, but we've all experienced it in this truth. When we get together and we with the Akim, call all Yahabashim Yashai Bashim Karkadash Rakata. But when you might go around like your people at work, hey, what's up? How you doing? It's a different vibe. It's a different a different feeling that you're putting out there. And it's the same with women. It's the same with the kids and everything, man. So the key point right there is how he may please his wife. Okay, you care for the things of the world and how he may please his wife. So of course you gotta do benevolence. It's gotta be a balance. Okay, and when I say a balance, it's really not even balanced. A proper balance is going to always be biased toward the truth first, no matter what. So that's the actual balance, not 50-50. isn't necessarily a balance, because if you that's you're lukewarm. If you 50-50, then you lukewarm. If you 50-50 and you have truth, and then you have, for your woman, or for the world or whatnot, your friends at work, then you lukewarm. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said you got to be cold or hot, or you're gonna get spewed out of His mouth. So you need to, tip the scale a little bit, 60, 70, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Whatever that healthy balance is in your life, but that truth should be above all. Okay? So, I mean, that's pretty much all I really wanted to get. Like I said, you brothers stay in the spirit, man. Feed the spirit. Feed the spirit. Feed the spirit. I don't know why I wanted to say that, but that's what the spirit led me to believe. Feed the spirit. That's what the spirit led me to say, should I say. Feed the spirit. Do things that help you grow spiritually, because being in this world, okay, it'll not to say it'll make you go off, because it's not gonna make you go off. Nothing can make you go off. You just was gonna go off. All right. So, but that temptation is there. I'll say that temptations here and there come along, or like I said, you worry more about the cares of the world opposed to the spirit. So, every time you get a chance to feed the spirit, feed the spirit. Do these lessons. Go out on the highways. Do your studies. Okay, watch spiritual, documentaries and stuff like that. Timepieces. Feed the spirit, man. And with that being said, only of all praise that's called law to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakar Kadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and sincerity, the women and children who follow. Shalom.